They've feasted at Magnolia Table, they've ridden the boats down the Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football. Jayhawks will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Baylor Bears offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running.
Fires and picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
You could not script a better start if you're on defense, and great job being heads up and being aware that this offense may come out trying to be aggressive and throw on the first play. Everybody executing their assignments, and they get a takeaway right off the bat.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Now on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Daniels. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Kansas 3, Baylor 0.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Looking deep. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Catch in the middle, it's Arnold. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Looking to throw it again. The sure hands, it's Arnold. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Fires to the big fella. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Now on 1st down from the 28. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Skinner. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Kansas, 10. Baylor, 0.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give on the inside. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Robertson. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You've got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
The Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Touch pass on the run. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10.
Good enough for a first down.
The give to the tailback. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got it in the middle. It's Skinner. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Presley.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they lose the ball out of bounds. Big loss of yardage on that one, but at least they've got another shot. Dropping back, it's Robertson. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Power football with the run. And the Jayhawks will move the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll throw it on first down. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass, it's Robertson. It's caught. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The decision to go for it does not pan out. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. But listen, I don't think they can fix everything in 1 week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific